You need to stay right here, guys. Yeah, stick around for a little bit. Buddy, you gotta leave the bags with us, okay?
Why?
Because we haven't scanned this out yet.
What do you mean you didn't scan? You scanned it.
He said that's good to go, sir. Oh, did you?
Sir, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
so we're gonna have to. So you need to comply with the rules, or I'm calling security right now.
You need to come back inside. We're going to have to get the police involved, okay?
Yeah, they're taking our prizes away, guys. But these are their customers. Yeah, guys, they took away all my friend's prizes.
Yeah, they stopped filming us without our consent.
Alright. Well, you gonna lie to us like this, man? Yeah. You close the door. Look at these guys. Yeah, they took away our prizes, you guys. What the hell? Took away all my prizes.
So that happened. That is the worst day at the arcade ever. I don't know why it happened. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm John, also known as the Arcade Wizard. My friends and I go to the arcade quite often, and we win a lot of jackpots. We're really good, and we get a bunch of tickets, and we get a bunch of prizes for really, really cheap. This particular location was only a location I'd been to a couple times. I had about 250,000 tickets. I think I had like 240,000 on one card and like 20,000 on the other, so like 260,000 total. And the reason why I had these is because another location used to have iPads, and so I was saving up, but then they told me that the iPads were no longer available and they've been discontinued. So we decided to go to this other location, and seeing as how there were no more big prizes, we decided to get some other stuff. So we went in, we played some games, we got more jackpots. I did a little tour of the arcade, and then my friend, cashed out about like 90,000 tickets. I remember he got like 5 skateboards, and then it was my turn, and some of the prizes have to be scanned out by a manager if they're over like a certain amount. I forget what it is. So I got some small prizes, and then I decided to get some bigger prizes. And there was a guy scanning it. I think he was like a manager of sorts. And then no big deal. And then my friend and I we head to the door. We had like 4 trash bags full of prizes, so we had a whole bunch of prizes. I was gonna give it to charity, but as you saw in the video, my friend and I were blocked. The manager, or the person I thought was the manager, it turned out he was the assistant general manager, I think. And then there's another manager, and then there's another guy. I'm not sure if that person was a manager or not, but all 3 of them were blocking us, and they were saying that the prizes had not been scanned out properly, which was completely bogus. I checked my card, and the tickets had been deducted, and the person that was scanning it was one of the people blocking us. They were basically making up a bunch of false stuff, but it turns out later on that they had said that my friend was being suspicious. I don't know what they're talking about. It's kind of ridiculous. We're just really good players. I've gotten like a million tickets at the arcade, a bunch of iPads, we got a bunch of Oculus. I got like a really high score on Nerf. I got all the high scores on Space Invaders at my local arcade. We're just really good players. There's no cheating going on. But apparently like some managers don't know that. I don't understand how managers don't understand that some people are just really good at the games. Like, it's not that hard. It just takes some practice, but I guess it's not something a lot of people do. But they were basically accusing us of stealing, but that doesn't make any sense because we got those prizes from them. There's never been an arcade that gives a prize to a person before it's scanned out. They always scan the prizes before they give the prizes to the person who earned them, in this case me. And the attendants that were giving me the smaller prizes, they are innocent. They did nothing wrong. But the 3 people that blocked us, they were, pretty aggressive, calling my friend a cheater. And then, they wouldn't let us leave. They said that, security would come. We kept trying to leave, but there were 3 of them. There were 2 of us, and there were 4 bags of prizes. And 4 bags of prizes. And we're not talking like those small grocery bags. We're talking like big, trash bags. So it was like, many gallons of prizes. So it was kind of hard to move, at least quickly. I mean, we could move, but they would just block us. So there's really nothing we could do. And then they said we'll get the police. And, we kind of thought about what should we do? And I kind of decided to, just let it go, because I've actually seen, police be involved at the arcade, and all they have to do is say that the player is cheating. And because of the fact that it's very rare to see, a person with more than 100,000 tickets, Oftentimes the police will side with the managers, and why would the managers make this up? It's hard to believe the players, but I still think it's shady. And all they have to do is show the kiosk, and be like, hey, there's no history on this card. And the thing is, a lot of kiosks only show that day's history. They don't show the history from days, weeks, or months prior. So all they have to do is show that. But even if I were able to eventually prove my innocence to the police, it's quite likely that the items will be taken in for evidence, and there'd possibly be like a police report. But then my name and face could be like on the walls of the arcade, and I've seen it happen. I've definitely heard stories of people getting like banned from the arcade. I've seen people go in the arcade, and then workers go up to them and say, hey, are you so and so? And they're like, no. So they definitely have like a list of people that aren't allowed at the arcade. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. It's just prizes. It's not a big deal. Like for every like one good player, there's like a lot of like casual players that are just playing for fun. And these arcades make so much money, like $1 or $2 per game. Like you get like maybe like what, $3 worth of prizes from a jackpot, but that's like what, like one or two people. Maybe they win like $100 extra, so they make like a profit of $100. But for every one of those, there's like people that spend like $50 to $100, and they'll get like $10, $20 worth of prizes. So it's like really ridiculous in my opinion. But that's kind of why we let it go. Like there was really nothing we could do, and also with all the adrenaline going through us, it's kind of hard to think, at least for me. Like it's kind of like fight or flight, and I don't really want to get in trouble, so then I have to flight. But that means like I have to let go of prizes because I can't flee with the prize because they won't let me go. So it was really horrible that happened, but it was kind of funny that they were saying like don't record. They were telling this person not to record. Well, of course you're gonna tell them not to record because you don't want any evidence of you doing bad. Like all I have to do is just like stop and talk, and like understand that the players are just really good. Like I showed them my YouTube channel, I showed them my credit card statements. They didn't seem to care, and they said, "Oh, your friend's suspicious, so we have to take all the prize back." That makes no sense. "Oh, you're guilty by association." I'm like, well, I didn't do anything. I've proved my innocence. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter. So it's like overall, it's just like like robbery or theft. There's definitely a case for assault and battery. Assault being intentionally placing another in apprehension of imminent harmful or offensive contact, and battery being intentionally causing harmful or offensive contact to another. And with assault, it doesn't matter if you actually touch them, and with battery, if you touch their property, like there's like a case where a person didn't like another person at like a convention, and they smacked the tray or grabbed their lunch bag out of their hands, and that was considered battery. So one of the workers, I'm not sure if it was a manager or if it was like a some other worker, touched my bag, and also they did contact my friend. So technically, there's an assault or battery. I'm sure they would say, oh, we believed that you were stealing from us, but that's not actually true because the person who scanned it out was one of the people there. So overall, it's just ridiculous. I'm very, very disappointed that this happened. I'm very angry. After all this happened, I immediately called customer service, and I sent an email to the district manager who used to be a general manager at one of the stores. I hope that this thing gets resolved. There will definitely be a part 2 to this video. It'll be somewhere on the side of this video. You can click on it. I appreciate the support, and thank you for watching.